Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Ask Alexa Therapy Facebook Live. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Tonight, I just have such a wonderful question. Each week, you, the viewers, have been sending in amazing questions, and I'll be answering each question each Sunday here at 6 p.m., but also on my The Alexa Show special episode, Ask Alexa. Again, send your questions to here on Facebook at Ask Alexa Therapy, or you can also send it to askalexatherapy.com. There's an email right at my website, and also check out my YouTube channel, Ask Alexa Therapy. Well, let's get to tonight's question. Dear Ask Alexa Therapy, how do I set realistic and healthy boundaries with my friends when I find it very difficult to find my voice? This is really a great question, and one that I see so much in my private practice, because I find so many times people think finding your voice and feeling comfortable in your skin comes naturally. I find it takes years of building yourself up, years of finding out and defining who you are. And that doesn't come overnight. And I think it takes time to be able to feel comfortable about yourself, but also start really creating your sense of self. So with this question of trying to find your voice with your friends, I would encourage you to write down what you expect from a friendship, and then what do you think is expected of you as a friend? And find out if you feel like you're on the same page. Because I find out that friendships should be 50-50. Yes, sometimes we have friends that have issues with texting, or sometimes they're a little flaky and have to be reminded here and there stuff. But I'm saying really 50-50 with effort, with compassion, with empathy, and being there for each other in times of need, for times of happiness, times of sorrow, times just to have that friend as a comfort. So I would recommend you speak to a loved one or someone that you really trust outside of this friend group, and really start flushing out what you want to say to your friends. And I would say get with them one-on-one. Sometimes when you have a whole group, it's a little bit harder, and people get a little confused, and it might be too many people talking. And I understand it's a little difficult for you to find your voice. So I would definitely recommend going one by one with each person, and also find out what is that person's definition of a friendship. And I would sit down and say, listen, not being confrontational, you're not being aggressive, you just wanted to practice finding your voice and setting boundaries. And who better to do that with than your best friends and your friend circle that you're supposed to feel the most trusted and vulnerable with. So I would sit down with your friend, let her or him know how you're feeling, and let her know what your deal breakers are. Let her know what you expect out of her or him as a friend, but also what can they expect out of you as a friend. And I think it's important to make sure you're both on the same page moving forward, so no one doesn't seem caught off guard. Also, when I find in friendships, when there isn't a 50-50 of a give and take back and forth, a lot of resentment can come up. People can feel being taken advantage of, not heard, not being, attention when they're going through something, or even when things are going well, they want that support. So I would really ask your friend, and I think so many times people think you should just know these are obvious. It's not. Sometimes we think it's obvious, but why try to play mind reader? I would ask your friend, what do they expect? I would say what you can give and what you expect, and then have a discussion where you can meet in the middle ground, so you both feel respected, you both feel acknowledged, but you also trust each other as friends. And I think that's so important, to be able to know that your friend has your intentions, has your back. You know they want the best for you. So I would really say, I know it's hard to have this discussion, but I think it's important. So many times people don't do it, and they end up being resentful, and it kind of festers and builds up, and then one day something happens and they really just blow up on their friends. So I would really recommend sitting down with your friend. First, flush it out with a third party so you can kind of get all your thoughts together, and then meet with your friends one-on-one and really discuss with them how you're feeling. And I know it's a tough question, and it's a tough discussion to have, but I find it so important to empower you, but also to empower your friendship. And thank you so much for writing this question in, because so many other people go through the same thing that you're going through. And again, people think being comfortable with yourself, knowing who you are, is something that happens overnight. It's a lifelong process. We are changing, we are evolving day by day, month by month, year by year. So I think it's really important to know that it's okay that you're really getting to know yourself, but know your boundaries. Know what makes you feel good and know what doesn't work for you, because that will be the best thing for you and your friendships in order to have a strong foundation and a platform to have that friendship move on from years to come. So again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Howard. Hi, Jenny. Thank you so much, and Pat, for watching. Again, please send in all your questions to AskAlexaTherapy.com. There's an email right there, info@AskAlexaTherapy, right here on Facebook. I'll be answering questions each week from you guys. And also, my new episode will be coming out soon. Really, really incredible, compelling story of struggle, but also being able to move forward and heal. And I think that's what's so important about Ask Alexa Therapy, that this is a platform for everyone to share their views, to also share their vulnerabilities, their issues and concerns, and feel supported and know that you're not alone and that we're all here. So again, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you again for writing in this question. I hope everyone's having an incredible weekend. Everybody have a good night and God bless.